You're listening to the Agony Column News Report featuring interviews, phone interviews, reports from live book events and festivals, and conversations with readers. You can find additional news, interviews, book reviews, and more 5 days a week at the Agony Column website at trashotron.com/agony.
Connie Jewell walked out of the kitchen and into the small dining room where her family and a couple of tonight's strays from the neighborhood, the boys' pals Steve and Razdip, were making an ungodly racket at the table. As far as she could tell, her two boys and Steve were arguing about, what else, football, and Devin and the two other kids were taking it to the mat about whether Glee was better than Friday Night Lights, as if, in Connie's opinion, there could even be any discussion about the matter. It was glorious, she thought, all this noise. There wasn't an ounce of shyness in Devin or in any members of the family they'd made together, and the friends her kids brought home mostly seemed to fit that mold as well. So it was always loud in their house, and she loved it. Connie had grown up in a family of academics, where if NPR got left on so that you could even hear a whisper of it in the next room, someone would be dispatched to go in and please turn the darn thing down. The first time Devin had picked her up at her parents' home, now 1,000,000 years ago, he'd honked his horn from the street several times, and that had just about done it in terms of winning her heart. When she'd opened the door, he'd howled from the car in excited greeting, and she'd howled back, ignoring her parents' patent disapproval. And that, it had seemed, was that. Now she carried a large ceramic platter onto which she'd piled his favorite meal, spaghetti in the middle with a circle of her famous homemade meatballs around it. They were already well into the garlic bread. Devin, she noticed, had popped the $2 chuck and already had filled her glass. First things first.
John Lescroart is the author of 22 novels. These include the Dismas Hardy novels, which began with Dead Irish in 1989. The latest in the series is Damage. In the Hunt Club, we meet Devin Jewell and Wyatt Hunt in his San Francisco milieu. His newest novel featuring Jewell and Hunt is The Hunter. Thank you for joining me, John.
It's a great pleasure to be here.
John, I think this latest novel exemplifies for me. It's a sterling example of all that makes American mystery such a great literary genre.
Great.
You have a fantastic sense of place. You have a great in-depth characterization. There's a wonderful historic backdrop to this novel. Mm-hmm. And there's a beautiful, clean prose. And I think that these things all really point to the fact that mystery is, I think, has leapt out of genre and become an interesting and vital literary American form.
I think many of the best people writing in today's world are writing in this genre, or the thriller genre.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?